Hello and welcome everyone. My name is Vishal Gupta and I am product manager in ZPE. In this video, we are pleased to introduce a powerful new feature called multi-organization access that will significantly enhance your managed services experience using ZPE Cloud. So let's get started. So let us begin by outlining the key topics we will cover in this video. First, we will explore the core concept of multi-organization access and how it functions. Next, we will delve into the significance of this feature and the tangible benefit it brings to the managed service provider customers. And next, we will provide a step-by-step tutorial on how to get started, and you will see how convenient and straightforward it is. And finally, we will see a quick demonstration of this feature in action. So multi-organization access, as the name suggests, provides the ability to hop between different organizations within ZPE Cloud with just one simple click of a button. So this is how it works. You log in to your cloud tenant using your credentials, just like you normally do. And after login, if you have access to additional organizations beyond your own, look out for a switch button located next to your company logo. Click on it and you will see a drop down with all the organizations that you have access to. Select the organization that you want to access, and just like that, you seamlessly switch to the selected organization. In this case, the switch happened between MSP company to Stark Industries. And your access rights in the switched organization are automatically tailored based on the role and the group you have been assigned to within that organization. And use the same toggle button, the same switch button, to easily switch between the different organizations. So as you can see, it's a simple and secure way to access your customers' organizations without needing to log out from one organization and log in into another organization. Let us now discuss the heart of this presentation. Why does this feature matter? MSPs are gaining popularity because customers seek to prioritize their core business rather than managing infrastructure. This trend is also driven by lack of technical resources and a need for a faster response time by customers. So for MSPs, quick and frictionless accessibility to their customers' cloud accounts is absolutely crucial to swiftly and effectively deliver services. However, MSPs can find it tough to manage many different credentials of their customers, and this can affect how well they can provide their services. Our new feature directly addresses this challenge. MSP users can now log in just once to access their authorized organizations, eliminating the hassle of remembering multiple credentials. Plus, it removes the need for customers to create external or temporary MSP users in their organization directories, which is anyway not a recommended solution for security and compliance reasons. And it also adds to the onboarding and offboarding overheads. So with this feature, switching between the organizations is as simple as selecting customers from a menu, and our user-friendly interface makes navigation effortless. And with ZPE Cloud, you get a comprehensive visibility and control over all of your customers' ZPE infrastructure. We have covered what this feature is and why it is valuable. Now let us dive into the next step, configuring it. Let us take an example to explain the configuration. Let us imagine that there is a MSP tenant in ZPE Cloud, and let's call that tenant as MSP company. The job is to manage the ZPE infrastructure for two customers, Dunder Mifflin and Stark Industries. Peter Parker who is the MSP admin, is tasked to manage Dunder Mifflin and Stark Industries. He will have an administrator role for Dunder Mifflin and an operator role for Stark Industries. Now let us see how do we configure this in ZPE Cloud. The initial step is for the customer, in this case Dunder Mifflin and MSP and Stark Industries, to invite MSP admin, in our case that's Peter Parker, to join the organization. And the way to invite is to add the user. So the process involves Michael Scott from Dunder Mifflin adding Peter Parker to his organization and giving an appropriate role. And in this case, in our example, it is administrator. When Peter Parker is added as a user in the Dunder Mifflin organization, an invitation email is sent to him. It is important to note that the Peter Parker should be an existing user in MSP company. The next step is accepting the invitation. The invitation email that is sent to the Peter Parker includes the inviting organization, which is Dunder Mifflin, as well as a link to the invitation page. Clicking the link will take us to the invitation page where a user will have an option to accept the invite or to decline the invite. After accepting the invitation, the IT admins will log into their organization. In this example, Peter Parker from MSP company. Here he notices a switch icon next to the logo. By clicking this icon, he can view a list of all the accessible organizations, in this case Dunder Mifflin, since he accepted the invitation. Clicking on the organization in the drop-down instantly switch the user to the organization. The transition is seamless and there is no need to log in again. In our example, Peter Parker is within the Dunder Mifflin organization and appears as a guest user type. This is a new user classification introduced with this feature. The guest user type simplifies the identification of external user within an organization. Similar process is repeated for inviting Peter to Stark Industry. So Tony Stark from Stark Industries adds Peter Parker to his organization in a group of operator, gives him the operator level permission, and Peter Parker accepts the invite, and after accepting the invitation he can see the Stark Industries also into the in the drop down, and by clicking the Stark Industries he would be able to switch to the Stark Industries tenant. And to revoke the access from an organization, simply delete the invited user from the organization you wish to revoke access from. The user will no longer have access to that specific organization. It is important to note that the user will still remain in their own organization and will retain access to the other organization. So in this case, Michael Scott from Dunder Mifflin is revoking the access of Peter by simply deleting Peter from his organization. And finally, the audit logs. Audit logs keeps track of all the activities, right from invitation to deletion of the user. So just click on the tracking tab on the admin console and click on the logs, and you would be able to see all the audit logs, right from sending an invitation to accepting the invitation and joining the organization to switching the organization and accessing the entitled organization. So you would be able to track all the activities within the tracking and the logs. And if you're interested to learn more, click on this QR code and it will take you to the user manual for this feature. This feature is now available for all ZPE Cloud customers. We encourage you to give it a try and provide us with your feedback. Together, we can continue to improve and meet your needs. Thank you for joining us today and have a great day.